My name is Dr. Pamela Valentine. My patients call me Dr. V, which I like. It is my joy and delight to counsel both Christians and non-Christians and see where the Lord takes them. So our relationships with each other, we can't read each other's minds. So we do rely totally on words to communicate what's in the heart. When I was little, I used to be taught in Sunday school that words were like a tube of toothpaste. You know, you could squeeze it, but once it was squeezed, you couldn't stuff them back in. And I think we've all experienced times where we go, I'm sorry I said that. The deceptions and lies come from often a place of fear. It's odd, but they're used to, they slice and destroy people. They destroy reputations. They stir up gossip. We talk third party instead of talking, if I have an issue with you, instead of saying I have this issue with you, then I'm going to go to so-and-so because that feels, it's a little bit like junior high. I like you. Will you tell her I like you? You know, it's like we pass notes. And as adults, we almost don't outgrow that. We still talk about our angst with somebody by talking about them. I want people to be authentic and real. So sometimes that means being negative or working something out. But I noticed in the Old Testament, the Lord hated complainers, and that was the Israelites. But often they were complaining to each other. But David complained constantly to the Lord. The Lord shows up. He can take our complaints. And the Bible talks about this too, that if you answer a fool, answer an argumentative person, it just is flame to the fire. So sometimes silence is the very best thing we can do. And again, take those hurts right to the Lord, lest you become the gossiper about somebody that started injuring you. This leads me to think about that phrase, forgive and forget. And I've always understood forgiving, and I thought the forgetting part was ridiculous because are you really supposed to wipe out your memory? Because you kind of need the memory to maybe guard you and guide you in the future. And then after years of dwelling on that a little bit, it occurred to me the forgetting part is not talking about it anymore. Talking negatively about someone in a way that doesn't build them up, that doesn't promote anything except some sort of division. My words, if I repeated what someone had done to me, even if it was still 100% true, could then alter someone else's opinion of that someone, even if they believed me. It's not going to do any good. And so what we do is we sometimes get frustrated, we don't know how to solve a problem, and then it turns from a regular complaint, criticism, pointing out what was wrong with the action into, you're selfish, you're this, you're that. And those words are fighting words. And they destroy, and then in marriages, if you get enough of that, it leads to contempt, and that's a big predictor of divorce. The damage is just untold, and it can go on for generations. It goes to the soul, and it goes to how one feels about themselves and how they see themselves. You have to enter into a period where you can expect better behavior, and there can be not only forgiveness, but reconciliation. Those things are different. Reconciliation says we really understand each other, and we have a path forward. So you need both to keep a relationship going strong.
We just heard from Dr. Valentine about making sure we don't say foolish things that damage our relationships. This was only a taste of her wisdom. If you're interested in hearing more from her, she will be our resident counselor at our Sparks Fly Marriage Retreat coming up on February 4th and 5th. Registration for Sparks Fly will begin September 26th, so be sure to claim your spot. Thanks again to Dr. Valentine for her continuous support of healthy relationships.